All right. Oh, well, he's not out yet.
Mr. Cowan. Mr. Hamilton. No, you got to be sworn first.
All right, this is the state of Tennessee versus Alan Ray Scholl, GS 472-746, GS 477-803, GS 477-804. All who are going to testify, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the complete truth? Yes. Who's your first witness?
Mr. Cowan.
Mr. Cowan, if the other two witnesses, ma'am, follow the detective out into the hallway.
Please state your name for the record.
Roger Cowan.
Mr. Cowan, back on January 10th, did something happen to you at your home?
Yeah.
Do you live here in Nashville-Davidson County?
Yes.
Okay, what happened that day?
You don't have to bend down. It'll amplify. Just,
I got robbed.
Okay. You got robbed. What exactly happened?
I was.
You don't have to bend over and talk into it. It'll amplify.
I just got back from coming from Walmart. I goes to the house and we
Who was in the house with you?
Me and my girlfriend and my child.
Okay. So Miss Jasmine Hamilton and your child?
Yeah.
And how old is your child?
She's gonna be 3.
Okay. And what happened?
Well, I was just sitting there chilling, and then we got an odd knock at.
In your apartment?
Yeah, we was in the apartment watching TV, chilling, and then we got a knock at the door, and then I was like, "Who is it?" And it's a chain, the lock. So I opened up the door and just looked out, and then like it was Alan, him, and Montreal Bailey at the door.
You said it was Alan. Do you see the? You said Montreal Beatty. Besides Montreal Beatty, do you see the other person, Alan, who was there?
Yeah.
Can you describe what he's wearing? Point him out.
He got on it's right there.
Is that the record reflect? He's identified Mr. Scholl.
All right.
And so you see the two defendants when you open the chain door. What happens?
I closed the door back, and then like, cause I ain't know what was going on.
Did you know them?
Like they kept like I don't know them. Like if you was to say you know me, I don't know them. Like yeah, I just know them because I don't be out hanging out in the neighborhood. Like
so you've seen them around, but you don't hang out with them.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure, we were just chilling, so I closed the door back, and then I kept like, man, I was just like, damn, who is this? So I go grab my 38, my gun. So I goes to the balcony window and look out the window. They walk into a gray Ford Taurus. So I'm just sitting up like, man, I don't know what's gonna go on, man. I'm talking to her the whole time. So I'm just sitting there, and then as I see him getting back out the car, I got my 38, so I goes on back out the door.
Where's your gun when you go back out the door?
It's in my pocket in my sweatpants right here.
Okay.
But I got my hand on it though. So I goes back out the door and close the door before they come back up the steps. So they came back up the steps and they like, man, he was like, I'm looking for this girl named Keisha or something like that, making small talk. So I'm looking down at my phone and my trail kept saying, why you clutching for? And then, you know, I was just like, damn. So I looked back up and they drew down on me.
You said they drew down. What does that mean?
Putting their guns on me.
Okay, and is your gun still in your pocket at this point?
Alan took it out of my hand.
Okay. Did you ever take it out of your pocket, or did he go get it before you ever pulled it out?
I did like it.
Okay. So they both draw down. Do they both have guns?
Yep.
Okay, so they both pull out their weapons on you, and Alan grabs your gun. This defendant grabs your gun.
Yeah, he pulls the gun out of my pocket, and both of them got their guns on me, and they make me open up the door. My baby mama done locked the door because she don't know what's going on. I'm like, man, open up the door before I get shot.
So they're telling you to go back inside?
Yeah, they like get the door open or we're gonna shoot you.
Okay.
So she opened up the door and I comes on in the house. Montreal Bailey got his gun drawn on me. He got his gun drawn on my child and my girlfriend in the house.
Were they both handguns?
He had a handgun. The other gun Montreal had, it wasn't no handgun.
What kind of gun was it, to the best of your knowledge?
I mean, I could say it was like a Mac or something like it, cause he shot my dog.
Okay.
So.
Mr. Beatty shot your dog during this incident?
Yeah.
Okay. So Mr. Scholl has the gun pointed on you. The co-defendant has the gun pointed on your daughter and your girlfriend. And what happens next?
They started demanding where the money at and where the weed at. And then I'm like, what money, what weed? So I goes to reach in this pocket and pull out the money I had in this pocket, and then I reach in this pocket and pull out my wallet. and had my wallet and all that to him, and then they took off. My trail walked me into my daughter's room, and I thought I was finna die. So I goes in there, and he closed the door, but he leaves though, and I open up the door, and I'm like, is they gone? So we goes back in the living room, that's when she called the police.
They got your money in your wallet. Did they take anything from Miss Hamilton?
Nah, but I know they was just demanding money from us.
Right, they were making demands of both of you?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have any further questions, but I'm sure Mr. Moore does.
Mr. Moore?
Okay, so initially, somebody came to your door and you, I guess, peeked out to see who it was?
Yeah, with the chain on the door.
Okay, so you left the door chained and looked out
Yeah.
from the crack. Okay. Now, these individuals left, right?
Yeah, and went back down to the car, came back up the stairs. They didn't live there, I lived there. What they coming back up the stairs for?
And they were looking, they said they were looking for somebody?
Yeah, that's what they said when I was already back outside when they came back upstairs.
Okay, so you went outside.
Yeah, I went outside the first time when they knocked on my door. I looked at the door with the chain on the door.
Right.
I closed the door and locked it. They left and went downstairs to their car. I'm looking out my balcony window to see like, damn, what's going on? So I grabbed my 38 and goes outside by my door, cause I seen them coming back to my building, and they walking back upstairs. So they making small talk like I'm looking for these hoes. I'm like, you got the wrong door. Ain't no hoes live here. So I'm down looking at my phone, and then I look back up. They done put their guns on me.
Okay, so you went back outside to confront them when they came back up?
Nah, I went out so they won't knock on my door. I just had to, like, when you come out of the apartment door, the door right behind you, and I'm just standing like right here at my door.
Okay, so the door was the door open or closed?
It was closed. My baby mama had locked it because she was like,
so you were essentially locked out of your own place.
Yeah.
And you said you recognized the two individuals from just being around the neighborhood.
Yeah, like knowing them like on the streets, and I don't hang with them or none of that.
Okay, all right. They weren't coming up to see you to buy some weed?
Nah.
No? You don't sell weed?
Nah.
No? Okay. Were you high at the time this happened?
Yeah. I had been smoking in my house, yeah. I had been smoking in my house that day, yeah.
Okay. I mean, how long had you been smoking?
Man, I just lit it up. It wasn't even that long.
Okay.
Like I told you, we just had got back from Walmart, so it wasn't even that long.
All right, so I guess you said you opened the door and they came in, or what happened? I mean, they made you open the door?
Yeah, they put their guns on me, and then I went to twist to see if the door was open, and it was locked. And I didn't know my baby mama had locked the door, so I started knocking on the door, like, open up the door, or I'm gonna get shot.
Okay, and she opened the door?
Yeah.
Okay, and all three of you went back inside?
Yeah.
Okay. And at that point, I mean, what happened next at that point? Was that
they start
money or?
Man, they start demanding money and weed.
Okay, and how do they know you had any money?
I don't know. I don't even know. That's what's crazy to me. How they know I lived up?
Okay. But you had not seen them earlier that day?
No.
And what time did this happen?
Man, I can't even tell you what time it happened, but I just know we had just got back from Walmart, and it's on a Sunday when it happened, so I know football or something finna come on. That's the reason why I'm watching TV.
Okay. This happened January 10th?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so at that point, they were asking for money and weed. Did you give them anything?
Yep, I gave my money that was in this pocket, and I gave them my wallet.
Okay.
And then I had some weed sitting on the table, and they took it.
How much was sitting on the table?
I could say about a quarter.
How much money did you give them?
See, at the time I had $900 in my wallet because I was finna get ready to go pay a deposit on another apartment, so we can get ready to have us another apartment so we can move into, cause we're finna move out of this apartment to another one. So I got some money, and we got ready to go pay my deposit in my first month's rent. So we're gonna go ahead and move in.
Where were you gonna move to?
Objection is to relevance.
Yeah, I said, I'll sustain the objection, I don't want to put
Okay.
his address
All
out
right.
there.
Okay. All right, so did they take anything else?
Nah, that was it.
Did they, I mean, do you have any other things of value in your apartment?
Nah, I mean, that's all they wanted was money and weed. That's on what they wanted. And they took my 38 off of me at the door, so I wasn't nothing else in there viable.
Did they leave with your 38?
Nah, they took it.
I mean, yeah, they left with it. They took it from
Yeah, they took it from me, yeah.
Okay. Were there any other weapons?
Nah, the police searched the house. Wasn't nothing in the house. Check the police report.
Okay.
All right, then.
I will once they show it to me. Did my client have any weapon?
Yep.
What did he have?
I don't know, but it was a pistol.
Okay. What color was it?
Black.
And you said there was another weapon?
His partner had.
Okay. You said it was a Mac?
Yeah. Man, it had a big bullet in it because he shot my dog with it.
Why was your dog shot?
It's a dumb in picture. You ask me, why was it shot? It's dead.
Was the dog acting in a threatening manner?
It ain't ferocious. It's barking because it's some people in the house.
Okay.
You mean to tell me a dog this big gonna be ferocious? It's gonna hurt you.
Dog was?
A dumb in picture.
Was it a full-grown dog?
I could say she was grown. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you said this, so I wasn't sure. It's more.
Nah, the dumb in picture. You know, that's a midget version, so she don't get no bigger than this here.
Okay. Okay. A miniature picture.
Yeah.
Okay. But that was not Mr. Shaw who did that.
Nah, it was his homie that did.
Okay. All right. How did you go and do an identification of the two people?
Nah, I was just like, man, what the fuck going on? I mean, my fault, but it was like, that's what my thinking was. Like, man, who is this? What's going on? Like, you know, that's what the reason why me even going to grab my gun, because it made me feel uneasy.
Right.
And it's a Sunday. I'm sitting in my house watching TV.
Did you call the police?
She did. She
did?
called the police.
How soon after this happened did she call the police?
Man, she called them as soon as they left out of the parking lot. She was on the phone with the police. The police got there and they was pulling everything over right there where we lived at, looking for the car that she described.
Okay. And tell me again, what kind of car was it?
A Ford Taurus.
What color?
It was either gray or charcoal gray.
And could you tell if it was a newer or an older model?
The newer model, like the police being.
At some point, were you shown a photo lineup?
Yes, by a detective. I don't even know his name.
Okay, by the detective that was here
Yeah.
before? Okay, and were you able to identify anyone in that photo lineup?
Yeah.
Did you identify the two people who are in custody?
Yeah.
Did you have any trouble identifying them?
Nope.
How long did you look at the lineup?
Man, not even that long. I know faces.
And did the detective give you any instructions?
No, he just told me to just look at these pictures here.
How many did he show you?
It was 2 pages.
2 pages?
Yeah, with I don't know, it was just like 4 at the top, 4 right here, and 4 right there. And then out of all of them, I picked out him, and then on the other piece of paper, it had my trail on it, and I picked out him.
Okay. That's all you're.
Redirect.
I just have a couple quick questions. Mr. Crown, he asked you if you were high. You had been smoking pot that day, correct?
Yes.
Okay. How much had you smoked?
Man, if it was about this long, and I could just say I had just lit it up, because...
So you weren't actually high or impaired?
I wasn't.
You just smoked.
Yeah,
a little bit of a joint.
I just had lit it up. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to make sure because it was
Okay.
kind of unclear. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right, thank you, sir. You may step down. You're welcome to stay in the courtroom if you'd like. You're welcome to stay in the courtroom if you want to.
That's actually the state.
The state has arrested Mr. Moore. Any proof on behalf of Mr. Shaw?
No, Your Honor.
Argument from the state.
I'll waive and reserve judge.
What about
That case, the victim never came to court on.
746?
That's
All right,
right.
you don't have to argue that one. You have any argument as opposed to the other two?
No, Judge.
All right, the court finds that there is sufficient probable cause to bind over the warrants ending in 803 and 804. Mr. Shaw, if you will, please raise your right hand and be sworn. Is the information in this affidavit of indigency true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yes, and just for the record, the domestic assault charge is being dismissed.